Hi, welcome to Rotten Rebel. I'm here with Sandra, Solomon Fragrance.
Hi everyone.
And we are going to do a comparison between Versace Eros. We have Versace Eros Eau de Parfum and the brand new Versace Eros Parfum. I'm really looking forward to this because I really enjoy these fragrances.
Yes, these are all great.
Yeah, and you and I have been discussing sort of which is our favorite and all that. And today, right here, right now, we are going to find out which of these we enjoy the most. So without further ado, let's get to it. The EDT, please do spray it on.
I would love to.
So I do want to mention that for this comparison, we are going to try the opening, and then we have prepared 3 fragrance strips with the dry down as well. So how do you feel about the opening of the EDT?
A citrusy and fresh opening, very pleasant, and feels very after the gym-like.
Yeah, very fresh, very bright.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
I like it. So the notes for the EDT are mint, green apple, lemon, tonka bean, ambroxan, geranium, Madagascar, vanilla, cedar, 2 types of cedar, vetiver, and oak moss. So I like it. It's bright. It's nice.
Yes.
I get something apple mintish in this one.
Yeah.
I really like it.
I think it's a great freshie. I would have hoped for a little bit more sweetness, but it's definitely great.
Yeah. And it's easy to understand why this has become such a worldwide mass appealing sort of a hit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this. So that was the EDT.
Yeah,
we like
the opening. So when do you usually put this one on?
This to me, even though this might come across as something weird for some of you guys out there, but this is actually quite versatile to me.
Yeah.
So I can put it on before the gym, after the gym, for the gym, when I'm going out with my friends, or for a night out, pretty much any single time. I've used this wintertime, summertime, even though I sort of lean towards it a bit more during sort of the spring and summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the EDT. We both like it. Please do spray on the EDP. Mint, candy apple, lemon, and then we have mandarin orange, ambroxan, geranium, clary sage, vanilla, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, leather, and bitter orange. So there's a bit of a twist to this one.
Yes.
And can you feel it?
Yes, and what instantly hit my mind was that it's a little bit sweeter with the candied apple, probably.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more woody, and I can't say that I pick up specifically the leather, but it has some punch that the other one doesn't.
To me, the opening is still bright and nice.
Yes.
But to me, there's a different kind of sweetness in this one that didn't exist in the previous one.
Exactly.
And the citrusy top at this one is different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's because the sort of a lemon, mandarin orange blend. But overall, it does remind me a bit of the original.
Yeah.
But to me, maybe a bit more citrusy, slightly sweeter, and definitely smoother.
Yeah, smoother. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. So how do you feel about this one? Is it better? Is the opening better than the EDT or same?
Yes, I actually think so, and that's because I mean, freshies are not my favorites, even though I think Eros is one of the best freshies. So when the opening leans to something smoother and more sweet, it's more my kind of fragrance. So yeah, I do like it more than the EDT in the opening.
And I feel that I actually enjoy the opening of the EDP more than the EDT because it just feels like they took the same formula but just made it better. So this one to me feels more complex, just a better blend, and overall more smooth and nice. So yeah, that was the EDP. Please do spray on the latest one, the Parfum, which I instantly loved from the first sniff. So the notes for Parfum are lemon, mandarin orange, elemi, resin, pepper, geranium, lavender, sage, benzoin, cashmere, and patchouli, vanilla, and vetiver. This is the one where they sort of go quite a bit away from the original, even though that it has sort of some of the same parts of it. Yeah. So how do you feel about the opening of this one?
I think it's really good. Not as good as the opening on the Eau de Parfum. What instantly hit me was it's more spicy. So this leans more aromatic to me.
Yeah. So there's definitely a more, I think the opening with the pepper and the lemon is quite smooth and bright, and bright, really bright because of the pepper.
Yes.
But it's still not harsh in any way. None of these is sort of harsh.
No.
But I do feel that the opening, I love the opening on this one. But now when I compare them, I actually lean towards the EDP as well.
Yeah.
That one felt more sort of exciting and has had all those different elements that I enjoy in opening. So yeah, that was interesting. Let's move on to the dry down. So please do take a sniff of the dry down of the EDT. How do you feel about that one?
Mint, apple, something sweet, still very fresh, but not at all as fresh and harsh as in the opening.
No,
It's a beautiful dry down.
Yeah.
Really clean, really fresh.
Yeah. Fresh, but with depth to it. This is the stuff that I usually enjoy in a sort of a freshy. So this one to me is not 100% freshy, but it's a very, very fresh and light kind of blend.
Yes.
But with some depth to it. I really enjoy the EDT. Let's move on to the EDP and see how we feel about that one.
Yes. More of the apple.
Okay.
And less of the citrus.
So if we do a sniff by sniff, nice. Yeah, there's definitely a difference here. So that's the EDP and that's the EDT.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually sure. This is quite tough actually. So I do like the EDT, the dry down.
Yeah.
But it feels like I'm sort of leaning towards the dry down of the EDT.
Yeah, me
I don't know
too.
why.
Yeah. So can we just get the opening of the EDP and the dry down of the EDT? That would be great.
Yes,
Versace.
please, Versace. Yeah, this is a tough one, but I do feel that even though they are a bit different, I also feel that they are quite similar in a way as well.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, currently it feels like I'm leaning a bit towards the EDT, and it feels like maybe you're thinking along the same lines.
Based on that, I really like the freshness that stayed on the stick.
So please do
Yes.
put your nose to the Parfum version and tell me how you feel about that one.
To me, this is a great fragrance, but this has lost all of the unique freshness that you find in the EDT. So actually, that falls flat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not as, I sprayed about the same amount on the test strips, and I think performance-wise, the EDT is better than both of the others on the test strips. What is your experience?
Yeah. So the EDT to me feels a bit like the brightest version of them all, and sort of the least complex of them all as well.
Yes.
The Eau de Parfum takes sort of the same formula, changes it a bit and makes it more nuanced definitely than the EDT. And it feels a bit more luxurious and well made, and a bit less bright.
Yeah.
That's at least according to me. The Parfum version takes the entire thing and makes it more smooth, but less bright and fresh.
Yes.
That's at least right now on these strips. So how do you feel about these three, if you would compare them? Do you feel the way I described it was sort of correct, or do you want to add something?
No, it was. And what surprised me, because I usually lean towards more complex and nuanced fragrances, but what surprises me when I sniff them side by side is that I actually enjoy the simplicity of the EDT.
Okay.
It's a beautiful and simple freshie.
Yeah, so I recently reviewed Eros Parfum. I'm gonna link to my review of it above. Please do check that one out. I thought going into this comparison that this would be so easy. I thought I would crown, or we would crown the Parfum.
Yeah.
But this one, it seems like I really enjoy the opening of the EDT. But the EDP felt a bit more exciting.
Yes.
The Parfum version is still really, really nice, but it felt a bit less exciting in the opening.
Yeah.
The dry down, it feels like, I absolutely love the dry down of the Parfum version. I think it's so smooth, it's sexy, it's playful fun and all that. it's like the most mature version of them all.
Yes.
But like you said, the EDT is really exciting, fun. It has that brightness and all throughout the entire blend.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's do it this way. How are you going to rank them from 1 to 3? Let's start there.
I'm gonna go like this. 1,
EDT?
2, 3.
Okay, so you rank them number 1, the EDT, number
Yes.
2, the EDP, and last, the brand new Parfum.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard. I don't want to do this, but
You
I gotta
have
do it.
to.
Yeah. So coming into this comparison, I just want to say I really enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was tired of the EDT, but now comparing them, I just feel that the EDT, even though it's the oldest of them all, it's still really, really nice.
Yes.
I feel all of these shines in different ways. And I am actually going to go with the EDP. I think so.
Ah, so the EDP is your number 1?
Yes.
Wow.
And then, this is so hard, but I think I'm going to go with the EDT. I can't believe I'll say this. Yeah. So last but not least, the Parfum on number 3rd, on the 3rd spot.
Yeah.
But I do want to sort of conclude that I do, if you love the sort of Eros vibe, then I feel that you can almost have them all in your collection.
Yes.
I would never ever hesitate to use the EDT in sort of any kind of situation.
No.
Especially on those warm summer days when you want something really playful, fun, and light on you.
Yeah.
The Parfum comes out when I want a bit of that, but in a more sort of a mature, a bit more sort of not intimate, it's still a strong perfume,
Yes.
but a more, how should I phrase this? In a more smooth way. And the Eau de Parfum is just, it's just like, it's basically like the bridge between the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say.
That's good. So, I mean, you have ranked these.
Yeah.
But if you consider what kind of fragrance you will be using the most and what you already have in your collection, if I say you can only keep one of these, which would you keep?
Oh my. This is so hard. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to choose between the EDT, I think, and the EDP, which are my top choices.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I would most likely, even though I love the EDT and initially it feels like I want to pick the EDT, I think I'm going to go with the EDP because it actually feels like the blend between these two. So I'm getting a bit of everything in that one. So I think I'm going to go with the EDP.
Okay.
Which one would you prefer on a man? If you could only, if you had a boyfriend, maybe you have, and would buy one of these for him, which one would you buy?
I would go with the EDT. I think it's amazing.
Okay.
And I think this is probably not underrated because almost everyone likes it.
Yeah.
But I have also heard many people really hating Eros EDT. And I can't understand that. It's a beautiful one.
Yeah. So yeah, you and I had a different view on which one of these is the best, but we can both agree that they are all really, really well made.
Yes, we can.
And you simply cannot go wrong with any of them.
No.
So yeah, that was our comparison of the 3 different Versace Eros. I hope you enjoyed this comparison. It would be really fun to hear which one of these is your favorite. So please do put it in the comments. Don't forget to head on over to Sandra Solomon Fragrance's channel. I'm gonna link to her channel in the description below. And please do like this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.